Hello, everybody. Welcome to my craft room. It is Monday night and it's time for some live stamping. So let me get onto Facebook and share this to the VIP group. La 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 la. Oops, don't sing. They'll yell at me. Because Facebook doesn't like it when I sing. Okay, one more step. Done. There we go. Now go back over here. Watch that. Hello, Miss Connie. Whew. Oh, my shirt's showing. Hey, Norma. Get myself all dressed, ready to go. Hello. Hey, how you doing? I found out this weekend that I'm supposed to put more fun in my stuff. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So it is Monday night. It is time for some live stamping and a draw and a bunch of other information all wrapped up into one. Because, oh, Connie, it was amazing. Hello, Janet. We had such a good time. I came home. I'm still tired. Yesterday, we got home at like 1:30 in the morning, Sunday. So Saturday night, we came home. Hi, Lena. Got home at 1:30 in the morning. Went to bed, slept in, got up yesterday, spent most of yesterday trying not to fall asleep because I was so tired. And I don't know why, because I slept good while we were away. I'm not used to people anymore, and Vancouver is full of people. There was more people on Granville Island when we were there than there is in all of Port Alberni, I'm sure. Hello, Holly. Yes. So we went over on Wednesday, and Wednesday night we walked down to a little pub that was about 10-minute walk away from the hotel and had dinner. It wasn't very good, but we had it. It was relatively inexpensive. Beer was only $5. I'm not an alcohol drinker, so I have no idea what beer is in Canada right now, but they told me it was cheap. And then we had our reception for the leaders, where we got our catalogs through my hot little hands. And hey, Holly, we had an amazing time for about an hour, just reconnecting with everybody again that we haven't, I've seen some of these people online, but it's not the same as face to face. And then we scooted back to the hotel and did our shoebox swap. There was 22 of us in that one, so I came home with a bag of 22 swap cards, and they are amazing. Well, it's 21 because one of them was mine. Then late because you have to look at the catalog when I had it in my little hands. I couldn't go to sleep before I saw it. And the celebration brochure too. Ooh. I can't show you the insides of things, but I can show you the outside. And then on Saturday, got up at the crack of dark 100 and scooted over to the Forum building at P&E grounds and proceeded to spend 9 hours sitting on my butt listening. Now, I did manage to drink a copious quantities of liquids so that I made myself have to walk to the washroom. So we were on this end of the building and the washroom was on this end, but I couldn't just go across because that was in front of the stage. So I had to walk to the back, along the back, and up to go to the bathroom. It was good planning. We were the furthest away from the washrooms, so I got lots of walking. Hello, Josie. And we had an amazing time. I got some free stuff. Not prepared to show it yet because I haven't even unpacked it. And then scooted back to the hotel and got everything packed in the truck, which took a while because we'd been to IKEA. Hi, Valerie. And then we were going to go for dinner, and we scooted down to Commercial Drive because there was a restaurant down there they wanted to try. Couldn't find any parking, like stupid busy down there because it was Saturday of a long weekend. We really didn't plan that very well. So we dropped Leanne and Marilyn off because they didn't have to catch a ferry. And Heather, Carla, Kelly, and I and Madeline headed for the ferry, thinking we'd eat in Horseshoe Bay. Well, no, because everything in Horseshoe Bay closes between 8 and 9 o'clock on a Saturday night. It's like a dead city there. Did I lose a large amount of cash at IKEA because the police are looking for the owners? I didn't have a large amount of cash. Too bad. But that's interesting, Valerie. So then we thought, well, we have to find a place. And we were in 2 cars. And I'm trying to do this on Messenger. It's like, okay, there's a road coming up. Oh, wait, it's too late. Can't tell them. So I finally said, just past Lynn Valley, go up this road. There's a Esso station. We'll park in the parking lot and we'll figure out where to have dinner. So we parked in the parking lot and we're talking about it. And we look around and there's a Chinese restaurant right behind us. Hallelujah. Let's go there. We had lots of time. The ferry wasn't until 10. And this was like maybe 7:30. So we went into this Chinese restaurant called the West Side Oriental something or other, or West Side Chinese food. It was amazing. It was authentic or Chinese food. Like the menu was all in Chinese with little Canadian hints of what was in the food. The people in there, 90% of them were Oriental, speaking Oriental languages. And then there was us having the most amazing dinner I've had in a very long time. And all I had was wonton soup. And it was to die for. So that was the adventure on the weekend. Did get to Granville Island, Granville Street, IKEA, and Potter's Farm, which is a Christmas store. Now, if you live locally, you know about Naysgard's Winter Wonderland in their farm store. Well, take that one and multiply it by 10. It was 28,000 square feet of floor to ceiling and outside Christmas stuff. Holy crap. It was busy though. Whew. Anyways, so there we are. That was my weekend in a snapshot. I'm still tired, still getting over it. But I thought I would show you a couple of things that I received while I was over there. So I have a friend, Miran. Potter's is awesome, Janet. And I saw, you know, that bag I have of yours with your name on it that your sister-in-law got you? I saw them there. Okay, so my friend Miran makes amazing 3D things. So she brought me a few. This was one of them. It's a little box with a ladybug on it. Isn't that cute? But wait till you see what's inside. 2 chocolates made with ladybugs. Look at that. She's the queen of 3D. And a ladybug shopping bag. Isn't that amazing? I love it. And then she made these mini iPads. Mini iPads. It's a Post-it note holder with a little pen, but it's a mini iPad. She is amazing. And then Marilyn, we did roomie gifts. And this is what I got from Marilyn. It's time for tea. And you open it up. Oops. I just wrecked it. Oh, well. And there is the traveling tea bag. Here's a treat from me to you. Enjoy your day, whatever you do. To brighten someone else's day, tuck in another tea bag and treat. Sign the other little card, slip the ribbon on, then send it on its way. After 8s would fit nicely. And it's a peppermint patty in that side. And then you open up this side and it's got a tea bag in there. And then up here, apparently it didn't travel very well. Hang on, let me put her paper back. So there's a little pocket in here, and in there, there's a little tag that just slides in there and sending you this paper hug. Isn't that cute? So that was from Marilyn. And then my friend Leanne, every time we go to Salt Lake City to the convention hall, there's a vendor outside that does amazing cinnamon nuts. And of course, they're warm, so the smell invades the entire convention center. So we made these as little thank you gifts for our shoebox swap people, and we filled them with chocolate treats. Well, she made a whole batch of cinnamon nuts and then put them in this little treat bag. And I'm sorry I can't show them to you because I ate them all because they were so good. And then she found this book at the dollar store, put our names on it, and there we go. It came with this cute little green pen. Yeah, I was so spoiled. It is cute, Josie. Okay, I'm going to take a half a sec because there's a new kit out and we were able to stamp with it on the weekend. So it's a masculine kit. I didn't get the cards all put together, but there's the cards. So there's one with a world on it and one with a clock on it. And this is your typical kit. So you get enough to make, hang on, 8 cards and 8 envelopes, plus a stamp set, a block, some bling, and then all the bits and pieces. And it's got soft suede ink spot in it. So there's the stamp set. So it's a world stamp set and a clock. Now, I did, there they are. I haven't put them together yet because I forgot my adhesive, but I did do the stamping. So this is the card, and then the bling is shaped like that. And then you stamp the clock, you put it on the clock face like that. Then it goes on there, and you have this thing, and it goes on your card front. Oh, it's supposed to go like this. Hang on. According to the instructions, it goes like that on there, and then that's on there, and you have this that goes on there, and then that goes up there. So that's one of the cards from the kit. And then the other one is the world. So it has designer paper, and then it has the world, a globe thing, and then you put the world on there. I don't remember which way that goes. And then there's one of these, and you put one of those on there, and then add your bling. So that's the new kit. It released on Friday, I believe. It's called the Timeless Greetings Kit. And I don't even know how much it is because I haven't even had a chance to go online and get it. So that's what's in that box. Okay. Don't let me forget to do the Share It Saturday draw. I got a card from Valerie, and I don't remember whether I showed this or not last week. So that's kind of cool. She's used a mask and done some sponge detail on there. And then I got another swap card from my Silver Sisters. This one is by Lisa Henderson for the Framed Florets bundle. Okay. Seasonal sale starts tomorrow. There's all, I'm going to say all, but it could not be all. I haven't checked. Punches are 10% off. Stamps are 15% off. Dies are 20% off. And then embossing folders are 20% off. So if there's a bundle in the catalog, this is from the annual catalog. So if you look in here and say you wanted the Lovely and Lasting bundle, if you were to buy it as a bundle at $50.25 is your price. But this one, Lovely and Lasting, is on sale for $25.50 for the stamp set. And then the dies are this one is a punch. So it's the Lasting Label Punch. Lasting Label Punch is on sale for $23.40. So that is $48.90. So you would save by buying the individual priced pieces rather than the bundle. Now, I'm not saying you want that one, but if there's something that's on your list, get it now because it is on sale. But only in the annual catalog, not the mini catalog. But that's coming on the 1st of November. They released the retiring list to demonstrators today. So if you're part of my club, I'm going to be sharing that with you tomorrow, and then I'll send it out to the rest of the people coming soon. Okay. Oh, Valerie's been looking. Yep. You want to pay attention. Okay, Celebration. I can't show you the inside. I can only show you the outside. So there you go. And then turn it around. There's a stamp set with carrots in it, but that's not the cute stamp set. There is owls in here, and I'm sorry, but I can't show it to you, but you will want the owls. Trust me. I know, but hey, Josie, I'll be sending you a catalog as soon as I can get them ordered. Okay, so there's the mini catalog. It's very purple this time. It's very cute. Can't show you the inside, but I can show you a sneak peek of one of the designer papers because it's on the back. Okay, so if you're one of my current customers, you've ordered from me in the past year, or you're a member of my monthly stamping club, I am going to send you hi Yvonne. I'm going to send you out catalogs as soon as I can get them. I can order them the 1st of December, so they should hopefully be to you around the 15th or so before Christmas. If you have not ordered from me in the past year and you don't have a current demonstrator, get a hold of me. I'm happy to send you a catalog. Okay. I'm going to make this card with you tonight. It uses the Cottage Wreath die. Now, the most amazing announcement of the night is this is not retiring. The bundle is retiring, but the stamp sets and the dies are carrying over and we'll still be able to order them. So I will be continuing to use this. You might want to make sure you get this because it's not only for Christmas. See, it has Halloween, it has fall, it has Thanksgiving, it's all sorts. Some people just make life better. Yep. Okay, so we're going to make this card tonight. And on the inside, oh, a little bit. We did this with my Sunshine Club last week, my people at the Sunshine Club. That's the inside. But I can't stamp this because I have lost this stamp. Can you imagine? It's a rubber stamp. It's huge. It's this big, and I've lost it somewhere in my craft room since Wednesday morning. I don't know where it is, so I'm still looking for it. So I can't stamp that, but I can stamp the rest of it. Okay. We have card based. It's your usual 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 and folded in half. Then there's a piece of basic white for the inside. And on the front, I'm going to layer some designer paper. This is the Boughs of Holly designer paper, which is retiring soon. That's going to layer, that's a real red, that's going to layer on there. I'm going to emboss this with the brick and mortar embossing folder. And then I'm going to make a bow. And then I'm going to stamp and die cut the wreath, and I'm going to show you how to line things up so you don't spend an hour trying to go like this to get your die lined up. And this is for the sentiment. And then I'm going to cut it out with one of the painted label dies. Okay. I didn't get my machine, so now I have to go get it. Hang on. Oh my gosh. It's coming. All right. There we go. So I want to say a special shout out to, hang on, Nancy Reynolds, because I met her on Saturday and she hangs out with us every once in a while. And Nicole Flournoy, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Two people that I met on the weekend. Now, Nicole very kindly brought me up 14 bags of Hershey nuggets from the States because we can't get them here. And Nancy came over and said hi. So it was really nice meeting these people. Okay, Cottage Wreaths Stamp Set, Cottage Wreaths Dies, Brightest Glow Stamp Set, Painted Label Dies, the brick and mortar embossing folder. You can't see it. Why is it not showing you what it looks like? There, you could kind of see it. Okay, well, I'm going to use that anyways. And red rhinestones. That's what I'm using. The ink I'm using is Real Red, Evening Evergreen, Soft Succulent, and Memento. So we're going to emboss this. Now the card, not this piece. That's the inside piece. This piece. Now the card is oriented this way. And so when I put it in here, I want to put it like that so that I have the bricks going in the right direction. And it has got lines on it. So I'm going to line it up with the little line that Stampin' Up! Has put there to make sure that it's straight for me. Because I don't want a brick wall that's like going up a hill or something. All right. Put this in my machine and run it through. So, did you guys have a good weekend now that you know all about mine? Did you do anything exciting? Our weather was absolutely perfect. It was truly amazing weather this weekend for our little escapade. Okay, so there we go. There's the embossing. Now, if I wanted, I could take maybe smoky slate, very lightly use my blending brush over the top of it and distress them a bit, but I don't want to. I want it to be nice and bright. Okay, now we're going to stamp the leaf stamp and we're going to stamp the twig stamp. Oh, Josie had snow on Saturday. Ooh. Josie lives in Ontario. What part of Ontario, Josie? Is it south? I think you're the south. You have a seafood store is the word I'm trying to come up with. Now, is it your seafood store? Okay, I've put a little X here. Now, I'm going to put that so that it faces up. And that's what's going to help me when it comes time to set the die in. Southern Ontario. Okay, so now the X was right there. So by doing this, oh, nice. I keep seeing the pictures of your seafood. It looks amazing. And I I live on the coast in BC, so I kind of know what seafood looks like. Dockside Fisheries. There you go. If anybody is in Ontario, pop on over to Dockside Fisheries and get your seafood because it looks amazing. If I was closer, I would be there. Okay, so I've got, this was in soft succulent. I'm going to do the twig one over top in evening evergreen, but you don't have to line it up or anything. Just stamp it. I'm going to make sure it's in the middle of the wreath because we're not cutting out with the die that matches this stamp, so it doesn't matter where we line it up. So there we go. There's what we have. The soft succulent and over top evening evergreen. Now I have the X at the top, and on here I've put a piece of Post-it note on there. So this is what matches that. So you're just going to stick it on here and look at that. No need to spend 10 minutes going around in a circle with it because I've already lined it up. Now I'm not paying attention to the dark one. Oh, I don't even have any Post-it notes here. I'm not paying attention to the dark stamp image. I'm paying attention to soft succulent. Okay, let me. So Josie is part of my club now. So Josie, there's a couple of ladies here that are current club members and a couple that are retired club members. So everybody say hi to Josie and welcome to our club. Okay, I'm just going to put Post-it notes on here and hold this in place so I can die cut it. All right, I'm going to cut that out. There we go. Let's close this. Oh, ladies, you are so very nice. Thank you for making Josie feel welcome. Okay. And Valerie, this weekend is the big weekend coming up. I am going to Powell River to do my mega card class. So that'll be fun. Saturday I'm doing it here. Sunday I'm doing it at Powell River. So pay the ferries run. As long as I can get over there, I don't care whether I get to come back. I'll stay there forever. Okay, there's the bow. So the bow is part of the cottage wreath dies, and I'm just going to pop it on there like that. Okay. Stamp the sentiment in a real red. We are a fun group, Josie. Ladies, I have very lovely ladies in my club, both past and present. Okay. Oh, you know what I didn't? Oh, that's the inside. Never mind. Never mind, I was getting ahead of myself. Okay, so now I'm going to take one of the painted label dies, this one right here, and it only just fits. So you have to just kind of play with it and get it centered so that it's cutting off the same amount on both sides. 1, 2. All right, cut that out. Oh, hello, Marcia. Better late than never. And hello to everybody who catches this on the replay too, because not everybody can catch me live, especially if you live on the east coast of North America or over there in Europe. I don't know whether I have people over there, but I think I do. One thing Oh, my trip was awesome, Marcia. You'll have to watch the beginning of the video. I told everybody about it. So I have this thing to hold my Tombow so that it stays upside down all the time and the liquid stays in the tip. So Sharon's husband, David, got himself a 3D printer and he's been playing. So he created one. So if you are looking for a Tombow holder and you're local, it would cost $20 to mail this, so you don't want it if you don't live locally. But $6 a piece, and all the money is going to go to David. I'm not keeping any of it. Let me know if you want one. I'm taking orders. It is cool. If you live somewhere that I'm coming to visit, let me know. I will, hint, hint, Powell River. I will come over, bring them over with me. I don't think they'll be done by this weekend, but so send me a message if you are interested in one of those, because I have about 4 of them. I always keep my Tombow in them. Okay. No, I can ship them anywhere, Marcia, but it's going to cost, it will be $20 in Canada to mail them ish. I don't know how much in the States. I would have to look and see how much the shipping would be to get it to the States. Hi, Carmen. I know, Valerie, they are amazing, aren't they? I love mine. It keeps your Tombow at the tip so that you're not picking it up and having to shake it. And they're not a Stampin' Up product, Marcia, so I can ship them anywhere, but I would imagine it's going to be like $25 to mail it to the States. Okay, I have put my designer paper down. I'm not sure, Donna. This is just his prototype. I'm not sure what colors he has, or would it be able to use. This is kind of a bronzy color. It's really pretty. Donna, send me a message, okay? Send me or an email, gjmollet@shaw.ca. All right, so I'm putting adhesive on the back of this piece, and we're going to center this. So this is kind of like a brick wall, and then we're going to attach our wreath to the brick wall with dimensionals. I don't think Susan has booked the date yet for the next Van Isle thing in Nanaimo. They usually have them in February. We'll have to see. Okay, so I'm just putting dimensionals on the back of the sentiment as well. And I'm going to put some Tombow glue on the bow. Yeah, I probably, oh, Carmen likes hers too. I got something stuck on my arm. Carmen, yeah, they're good. Yeah, I think probably February, Donna. That's when they usually have it. Okay, so we're going to put this on to our card front. Now, don't let me forget that draw, okay? Put it up there like that. And then we'll put the bow on. The bow. Right there, I think. Hold it while the Tombow grabs it. And take the liners off that. We'll just push this down here like that. Hopefully it's straight. And then add copious quantities of red rhinestones. I almost have to get some more of these, but I'm kind of holding off because waiting to see if they're carried forward. These have been around a long time, and I'm hoping that they're going to continue with them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. Okay. 6, 7. There we are. Always put your embellishments on in uneven numbers. Okay, so there's the front. Now you could take Wink of Stella and add it to some of the leaves. I wouldn't do them all because it would be too much, but I can do some of them just to add a little bit of bling, because you know, bling. So I was lucky enough to be able to walk the stage twice while we were in Vancouver at a convention. And it was you guys that helped me get there. There we go. Just a little bit of bling on there, and we'll stamp the inside in the envelope. So I got to walk the stage. Oh, thanks, ladies. You are so kind. So I got to walk the stage for sales milestone. It was a career sales milestone, and if I was to tell you 400 CSV, it wouldn't make much sense to you, but it's equivalent to $400,000 US, and it works out to about 480,000 Canadian dollars. So in sales, and sales is what you guys helped me with. And then the other one was for achieving the incentive trip to Norway. So I'm just using soft succulent and running a string of those up there. And this is the envelope. Aw, thanks. Thanks, Marcia. So I was kind of stunned with the trip, though, because there's almost 56,000 demonstrators worldwide. Now they're in 7 countries, and they just opened in 2 more. And only 380 demonstrators earned the trip, which is about 190 less than normal. Thank you. It's bizarre that not many demonstrators earn the trip. So I have to say, because it is a policy, I have to say that it's not a typical thing that when you're a demonstrator to earn the trip. Less than 1% of demonstrators earn the trips. So I have to say that for legal reasons. So it worked out to 0.06% of the worldwide demonstrators. And on Vancouver Island, we had three people qualified for earn the trip, which means that 10% of the demonstrators, the total demonstrators earning the trip, came from Vancouver Island. Woot woot. It's the economy. I know, it's the economy everywhere, Marcia. I hear you. It's tough city out there. Thank you. There we are. There's the card. I'll show it to you up close. See if I can get the Wink of Stella to shine for you. There it is. Can you see the wink of Stella on some of those leaves? Is that not an easy card to do? You could whip up multiples of this card in no time at all. Thank you. Yes, Carmen. Way to go, Vancouver Island. We rock it. Now, our customers are not all from Vancouver Island. They come from all across Canada, which is because of the virtual thing. That's how we can keep our sales up. Thank you. Okay, now it's time for the draw. So let me get that set up. I've got the names already on the wheel, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going to take my phone out of the top and bring it down. Go over here so you can see the wheel. There's the wheel. This is for Share It Saturday on November the 5th. So I'm going to delete that. Oops. Delete that. Delete the row. And I'm going to shuffle and shuffle. And the winner for November the 5th, Share It Saturday, a card and a giftie from me if you live out inside Canada. And the winner is Allison D. Congratulations, Allison. You will be getting a card from me. Okay, go back over here, put this back up here because I can't turn it off or I'll lose my sound. Congratulations to Allison. Yes. Yay. Thanks, Lena. Okay, what else do I have to show you? I don't want to say goodbye and then have anything else you want to see. How about a couple of new stamp sets? Okay, let's go over here. Come on. There. Okay. Here's a new, this is one of the celebration stamp sets. This is a level 2 stamp set. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? It's photopolymer. Oh, and I noticed in the new catalog, some of the stamp sets are being offered in photopolymer and red rubber at the same time. So you'll be able to make a choice. All right. I did not ask you to share my video. I would appreciate it if you would share my video, please. And thank you very much. Okay, so that's called Beautifully Happy. And then this one is not celebration. This is in the annual or in the mini catalog, but look at all the gorgeous things for the inside of a card. I don't know if you're like me, but sometimes I struggle to find something to put on the inside of a card. And there's flowers, but there's also this, which is going to be perfect for masculine cards. And then there is this one, which is also perfect for masculine cards because it's only leaves. And a background stamp called Hand-Drawn Dots. So those are the stamp sets I got for free in Vancouver. That border stamp set is gorgeous, Marcia. I agree. Okay. I should start. If you share my videos on Monday nights, maybe I need to start another draw. What do you think? I can do that. Okay, so this paper is called, hang on, Dry Brushed Metallic Specialty Paper. So it's, I think they said petal pink with gold foiling. There's 2 sheets of that, and then you get 2 sheets of this one, which is not coming across, but it's blue. Pool Party, I believe. Pool Party in silver. Well, it's not really silver. It's got gold in there. And then this, I have to look because I need to tell you what colors this is because it doesn't look like it is. Hang on. So page 43, and I can't show you because it's in the new catalog and I can't show you the inside. I'll get fired. Okay, Cajun Craze and Rose Gold in that one is what they're saying that is. And this one is, oh, Cajun Craze, Rose Gold, and Petal Pink. And this one is Petal Pink and Soft Succulent. Whatever the color, it's gorgeous. And I can't wait to use it. And then one of the other prize patrols, this is like an animal specialty designer paper. Oh, this one is got gold foiling, and it's the usual 12 sheet. It's double-sided. So we have that print in gold and white, and then the same print on the back of it in early espresso and crumb cake. And then there's that print in silver and white. And this is in basic gray and smoky slate. Then this one, now if you've been around a while, you recognize this pattern. We've had this a couple of other times as well. And then the same thing on the back in basic gray and smoky slate. Hi, Nicole. I was just telling them about how wonderful you were to bring me that 14 bags of Hershey Nuggets. I did. I told them, didn't I? Didn't I, ladies? I told you about Nicole. Okay, then this one is white and silver. And then on the back, we have, I think this is Sahara Sand and basic gray. And then we have gold and white. And then the same pattern without the foiling in Sahara Sand, Smoky Slate, Crumb Cake, maybe. And then this one is in white and gold. And on the back is that pattern. Now, is that not amazing designer paper? Holy macaroni. I was lucky that was the very first prize patrol, and they chose my number, so I was able to get that whole package of designer paper. It was so fun. Okay. Now, I don't think I've got anything else for you. We did the draw. I showed you my 3D prod things that I got. I haven't showed you the swaps because I haven't gone through them yet, but I will be posting them. And the new kit that's coming out, don't forget, it's called, I don't know what it's called. It's called, hang on, I'll get the instructions out. Timeless Greetings Kit. It's a masculine kit, and it's really cool. Hang on, do this so you can see it. So you make 4 of each card. There's 4 that have a clock, and there's 4 that have a globe. And that's in the kit. Now, I should know what price this is, but of course I don't. So let me just pop over to the website. I'm thinking around $26 maybe. I have to go to products, kits collections, card kits, and it is live now. Maybe it's in here. Well, let's search for it. Timeless. Oops. Timeless. Oh, maybe it's not available yet. Maybe I misspoke. Huh. Timeless Greetings Kit. Oh, the 15th of November. It's going to be available on the 15th of November, and it's going to be $29 Canadian or $21 US. So this kit is available starting tomorrow. Tomorrow. Oop, don't sing. I'll be sanctioned by Facebook again. They went back and looked at one of my videos from 2.5 years ago and blocked it. Really? 2.5 years ago? I must have sang in that one too. Yes, Valerie, it does. It reminds me of that beautiful world set. You're right. Okay, ladies, that's it for tonight. I hope you can join me Thursday night inside my VIP group. I don't remember what we're doing. Let me see. I think I'm doing 3D. Aha! I'm doing a box. We're going to do a box on Thursday. The recipe for it will post Thursday morning, so you can prep and create it along with me. It's called a magic box, and it holds a bunch of Hershey nuggets. So thank you to Nicole for giving me fresh ones, because my Hershey nuggets were 4 years old and they were stale. All right. Yes. Thank you so much for joining me, ladies. I appreciate it. And I hope you have a wonderful week. And I'll see you Thursday. Same time, different channel, Stamp and Smiles. Bye for now.